For cheap and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins, check out EasyMut.com and use code SPORTS for 5% off your entire order. So what's up YouTube, it's Duke back here from SportsGamers.com, and in today's Madden 21 tip, I'm going to break down the best blitz in Madden 21. This blitz is super easy to set up. It's almost no setup required, but at the same time it brings super fast pressure that's very difficult to block, and it also has good coverage. So you can't really get much better with this defense. It's kind of a meta type defense right now. A lot of the pros are running a variation of this because you can do a lot with it. It's easy to use and it's very effective. It's kind of a bluff blitz setup where we're going to be sometimes faking like we're sending the blitz and sometimes going to be dropping back into coverage. And a lot of players, they don't know how to beat this style of defense right now. They definitely struggle with it. So we're going to take a look at it. You can run this scheme in a lot of different playbooks. We're going to be looking at the Baltimore defensive playbook in this video. It's a pretty good one right now. And it's in others as well, but it's a nickel 2-for-5 double A gap, and the play is going to be the Will 3 Buzz. Now, for this setup, I do recommend making sure that your fastest edge rushers are at the end. So, you know, a lot of times you can put safeties in at the linebacker position if you don't have the fastest D ends, and then put your linebackers at the end. This is actually important because sometimes you will have your linebackers, or I'm sorry, your edge rushers dropping back into coverage. So if they're fast rushers with some coverage ability, that is very good. So we're going to be looking at it again. It's the Will 3 Buzz. Now I'm going to show you guys a lot of different examples of how this works. We'll start off with a spread set, sending 5 out, and then we'll get into some other formations and blocking the running back. Now, the first way to set this up, literally no setup required. You can run this as is, and what you want to do is you want to control the safety that's in the hook zone. You're always going to want to bring them in the box, kind of over the center, and kind of like in the left A gap. The reason for this is we're going to put them on a blitz angle, and what we're going to do by doing this is we're going to always make the offense confused. Are we going to send the pressure? Are we not? They never know. Now, if we put him on a blitz angle, what we're going to be doing is we're not going to blitz him. We're just going to touch the center for a split second at the ball snap to engage with him. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow this edge rusher off the left side of the screen to come in free. Now, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on our videos. Also, guys, if you're looking for more premium Madden 21 content, be sure to check out SportsGamers.com. We have the best Madden 21 tips and ebooks available. If you want to get better at offense or defense or both, we got you guys covered. So let's show some examples of this setup. Again, pretty easy to do. Like I said, virtually no setup required. You guys can see basically all I'm going to do is just slightly touch touch the center and the ball is snapped, and what that does is it confuses the O-line, thinking we're rushing the extra player when we're really not. We're dropping back into coverage. As you guys can see, I touch the center, then I drop back. Now, here I want to go to the flat, but if someone was coming over the middle of the field, I could have definitely taken care of that myself. Let's take a look at a replay. You can see that our edge rusher is going to get completely free around that edge just like this, and we're going to have a free sack at the quarterback. He's going to be coming in super fast to where, the offense is really not going to have the ability to pick this up. He's coming free, completely free at the quarterback. There's no stopping him. He's going to get in there for that sack. Let's move on to the running back blocking. This blitz still works if they block the running back. You just have to do one additional step. So if I think that they're going to block the running back, what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to go ahead and crash my defensive line down. And the way I do that is I hit left on the D-pad, and then down on the right analog stick. And this linebacker, edge rusher that was in the purple zone, he's now going to be blitzing. So we're going to come up here with our user, same thing as before, and we're going to put him over the center to the left A-gap on the blitz angle, and we're going to engage with him at the snap. What that's going to do is going to allow multiple rushers to come free, and now the running back obviously can only get one, and we get the sack. Now, obviously at that point, it's our responsibility to, once we touch up on the center, or the O-lineman, bottom line, you see how I just drop back over the middle of coverage? But by the time, I really even do that, they're getting sacked anyways. If you guys look at the replay here, you're going to see that when they block the running back, you actually get two people free at this setup. You get A-gap and edge pressure. So Obviously, when we're getting A-gap and edge, they're not going to be able to block both of our players coming free. And it's going to result in a sack on the quarterback. As you guys can see here, the running back, he's not going to be able to pick me up. I'm just going to come around and get that easy sack off that edge. So this is a very effective blitz setup, as you guys can see here. I mean, there's not much that the offense can do against this. The running backs, he's not going to be able to pick up both rushers ever. That's not going to happen. So we're able to do that. Now, guys, if you want to look at this setup, you'll see that it works very, very good against other formations. It's something you can use against bunch, tight, spread, whatever. Let's look at bunch now. Bunch is pretty much, in my opinion, always every year, pretty much the standard for passing offenses. It's just always super effective. And this year, I mean, to me, it's probably one of the top passing offenses in the game. And this play does a great job against it. So again, same thing. You always just want to use or control the safety that's in the hook zone. Now, I use auto flip on for this defense, so sometimes the safety in the hook zone is going to be a different player, but I just always control the one that is in the hook zone. Now, if you guys want to, you can press coverage, and then you can do different shadings, like you can shade over the top. You can get cloud flats. If you do that, you want to shade down, then over the top to get cloud flats. And obviously, you can go in your zone adjustments, and you guys, for the coaching adjustments for your zone drops, can change the way the flats drop back, so you always can make sure that you have them dropping to the depth you want. Now, again, we're just going to use this play right here. If the running back's going to go out on a route like he is here, we're going to make sure that, we are aware of that. Now, here my responsibility is going to be over the middle of the field. If you think the running back's going out, I just recommend leaving this rusher in his zone. If you think he's going to be blocking, I would crash the D-line down. But again, this blitz virtually has no setup required. As you guys can see here, you get that quick edge pressure. I cover the middle of the field, and they're sacked. The reason why this defense is so good is that if you basically let this guy come off the edge, whether you block the running back or not, the blitz is so fast that unless you max protect to give yourself a little bit more time, you're not going to be able to make a read because he's just coming off the edge immediately, super fast. You have no time to make a read here. Again, even if you block the running back, we can still come free the same way. So you guys will see in a second here. I'm going to show you guys how you can counter this blitz, but then I'm going to show you guys the counter to the counter as well. So, guys, let's say that you're on offense and someone keeps doing this to you. What do? Well, what you're going to end up having to do is you're going to have to max protect. Now, obviously, this is not really good because if we max protect, we only have 3 people out on routes. And as you guys know this year, so here we're going to crash the line down, do this. That if you have 3 people out on routes, the way the coverage is, especially, in the block shed, it's not going to be, not too many people are going to be coming open. So you really don't want to have to do this. But if you do max protect, this is not like an unblockable blitz no matter what. You can see if you max protect, you will pick the edge pressure up. The problem with this is, though, is you're going to be hard-pressed to be able to find, too much openings in the defense when you're only, have 3 guys out on routes. And as you guys can see here, while we didn't get an untouched edge rusher, because you guys can look at the replay, see how the tight end is able to pick 54 up? I believe, yeah. So he's picked up 54, but no one's open. And, by the time, again, I'm covering the middle, by the time that the pocket breaks down, as you guys can see, we get a pretty quick block shed, rushing this amount of players you normally should. There's nobody open, and we have to basically get a coverage sack here. Now, this is kind of where the mind game comes in, because if I'm on defense and I see you start to max protect a lot, instead of blitzing you, I could just audible to, man coverage or whatever, come down in the box, act like, I'm doing the same blitz, but now really, I'm playing coverage, right? And I kind of showed you guys a way you could do this in a video recently to where you could a coverage defense from this formation, but, I could easily just rush 3 players, drop back, purples, and now, good luck finding anything open, you know what I mean? And guys, if I see you max protecting, I don't even have to really have the running back out on the, manned up. So I can just do a purple on each side, rush 3, bluff the blitz, and now if you max protect, you're kind of screwed because if you have, again, 3 routes and I am only rushing 3 players and there's going to be nothing open. So as you guys can see, I mean, you're not going to find anything open and we end up, again, having to eat a sack. So that's kind of the little mind game here that this defense allows you to do. You can blitz, force them into max protect situations to pick up the heat, and then once they do that, you can just drop back into all-out coverage, and there's no way they can find anybody open. That's why this defense is kind of like one of the metas right now with the pros. A lot of people like this style of defense, being able to mix in the blitz with the actual blitz. So I hope you guys enjoyed this defensive video. If you did, be sure to leave me a thumbs up, like the video, guys. We got 300 likes on this video. We get 300 likes, I'll drop some more fire on defense. Hope you guys enjoy it. Till next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.